I gotta say, this chapter of One Piece, it was interesting in a bunch of ways because, number one, we could see that Leo of the Tontadas knows nothing about romance. Number two, we see this manly fight with Senor Pink and Frankie. And then number three, we get something that I never even expected. Thank you, Oda. We got a backstory with Senor Pink. So, let's go to the Dwarf Princess and Leo. She says, hey Leo, I'm hurt. You can carry me if you want. I'll allow it. And Princess Sal will work too, because I can't run. So, what does that tell you? That means she wants some romance. She wants some of it. But Leo says, there we go with the princess making all these selfish requests. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not a prince or anything. I'm not a dwarf or anything, but if a princess asked me to carry her, I think I would do it. But that's beside the point. Then we see this fight. The fight is ending with Senor Pink and Frankie is saying that this is a manly fight. I'm gonna take all these attacks head on to show I'm a man. So he's turning from Frankie to Elfman because originally he would say like I am super good and he would dodge attacks, and then apparently he's saying that he's manly or something, or Senor Pink saying that he's manly. And I really don't know who was the manlier person. I guess Senor Pink, since he was a gentleman, and that backstory. And then he says that I'm sorry, young master, which means he already got defeated because he said that he's sorry that he couldn't complete it. And then Frankie comes out. We go like Frankie. And I could picture Frankie saying this. He go like Frankie, I am no boxing. He says he says it in that voice. I mean that Frankie voice. You can't get it out of your head because once you see Frankie, that voice instantly comes to your head for the One Piece anime. That's the only thing I like it from the manga. But then we also see this backstory with Senor Pink. That Senor Pink, he wasn't always a player. That he actually had somebody that he loved with all of his heart. And this girl's name was Lucian. She almost looked like that princess from Fishman Island. And Lucian, apparently they met in a bar, and then she said, "You know what? I just hate pirates. They're just such scums." And then she says, "What do you do, Senor?" And then he says, "Well, I work in a bank. I'm a bank teller. Yeah, because you make a bunch of money when you work in a bank. Makes a bunch of sense." But that's beside. They get married, and then they have a baby called Grimlet. And he goes to go with Doflamingo, and he's like a boss. He just goes and starts conquering stuff. He comes back, and then Lucian says that his son is dead, or his son or daughter is dead. And then that's really shocking news for him. It's traumatizing. And then what she also says is that you a liar, and then completely pimp slaps Senor Pink. And then what she says, you go like, I called the bank multiple times. They said that they didn't even know this guy called Senor Pink. You are a pirate, aren't you? And then the truth comes out. Senor Pink was a pirate, and then she leaves him. However, there was a storm during that time that they were talking, and then she got hurt under some rubble, and then she was in a vegetative state. But hold on, Oda, you took all logic and you just threw it out the window. Oh, see this logic? Let's throw it out the window. Number one, if you're in a vegetative state, your eyes aren't open, and you wouldn't even be able to stand up because your spine is not cooperating with your brain, which means you don't know how to sit up. So, really didn't make any sense. But apparently, she couldn't talk or move, or think, or see. She was just sitting there with like no pupils in her eyes, just sitting up like this. I mean, you could have at least put her down, Oda. But hey, this is the best chapter since we've got from like a couple weeks. The other chapters like 670 or something, they weren't really doing well, but this week's chapter was really good. And then they were saying that, and then Senor Pink was going back to the Frankie fight, saying that, I think I really thought today I would be able to see Lucian. And then we also see how he gets that baby look, because since his son died, he put on a baby bib and he put on some sort of shirt. He walked around in a diaper looking like a baby just to please Lucian. So he looked like Grimlet, which is, he's a little messed up in the head. I guess love takes you to go that way, but then he just sucked it up by being a player. Tell me in the comments, why do you think that Senor Pink became a player and he just didn't remarry somebody else? Because it seems to me you could have just remarried. Or, becoming a player, I guess that's good. But tell me in the comments, what did you guys think about this One Piece chapter? It was a manly fight with Frankie and Senor Pink, and that really big backstory. I really did not expect that. But yeah, tell me in the comments what you guys liked, and be sure to stay tuned for One Piece manga reviews. I now do that every Thursday. I know they'll be a little late since I have to get home from school and stuff, but that's better for me. And subscribe if you're new, and until we meet again, see ya.